Sorry. What is going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. We're talking transfers again, but we're talking specifically in today's live. I'm going to be speaking about outgoings. Darwin Nunez could be on his way to Atletico Madrid. Is the audio all right? Okay. Big up the people in the chat already. Yes, lad. Big up. What's up, lad? Hope all is good. Hope all is good with you, bro. Everyone, how are we? Smash them likes. Yep, smash them likes. Me and you still doing a show? Yeah, we're still doing a show, bro. Don't worry about that. People, we already have 13 people in here. Let's see if we can smash them likes up to 10 likes straight away. We're going to be speaking a little bit about outgoings before we get into the big stuff with Florian Wirtz. Now, something came out this morning regarding Darwin Nunez, and stuff came out last night regarding him. So I want to pull this up. How do I do this again? Right, here we go. But yeah, what was that? Get this channel to 1K. Yeah, big up yourself, man. Yeah, we're 49 subscribers away, man. 49 people. Let's see if we could potentially get there today. Who knows? You never know. So this came out last night. So LFC Transfer Room came out and said this. Next week, meetings will begin with clubs interested in Julian Alvarez. One of the clubs is Liverpool. If Atletico receive a big offer than what they paid for Julian Alvarez, it will be brought to the table to make his exit possible. Then, as many as you know, I don't know how you say that, is not the best source, sensationalist and dedicated to pure entertainment. They have a few people who are connected in Real Madrid, but ultimately, no, nothing. Anyway, let's hope this time they're right. So yeah, there's been a few rumors regarding Alvarez. Apparently, you know, clubs are going to be having a meeting regarding him. I'm intrigued to see what people's thoughts are because, you know, over the past couple of days when I've done shows, a lot of people have been wanting. Yeah, shout out to Tottenham, man. You know, Tottenham. They did it for us last night. Man United's in the bin. Absolutely beautiful. Also, people, I'm going to be running a little thing later in the show. I need some mods on the channel. I've only got like 1 or 2 mods. I'm looking to add 3 more mods to my channel. So if you're definitely welcome to, if you want to be a mod, and I know you're a regular in the chat, and I know you're not a twat, I'm happily going to make you a mod on the channel because, yeah, I need some new mods on the channel. But my overall thoughts regarding this Alvarez stuff is really interesting because, look, I've been consistent. I don't think Alvarez is going to leave Atletico Madrid. I think an only way possible a player of his caliber would actually leave is basically maybe a swap deal type thing with Darwin. And another reason why I just don't think he'll leave is because South Americans grow up dreaming of playing for Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, and Barca. So I also just don't think it's possible, but you never know in football. Like, let's be honest, a week or 2 ago, we wouldn't have thought Florian Wirtz would have been on our radar. We wouldn't have had a chance. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I would love us to sign Julian Alvarez. If we sign Wirtz, Alvarez, and all these men, like, yo, 21 times Liverpool, seven times European champions, like, you know what I mean? That's what will be coming our way. Big Ange, yeah, good aim, mate. You know, big. Oh, honestly, what a game last night. I mean, no, to be honest, it wasn't really what a game. I was only happy because Spurs won because fuck United and all that. But ultimately, the game was actually trash. I actually genuinely thought the game was really poor. Both teams couldn't even string a couple of passes together. But, you know, they've got the job over the line. It's actually mad. Tottenham they've actually won a trophy. Yeah, don't worry, lads. We can actually still banter Spurs as well because they've only got one trophy in 17 years. So we can laugh at United, and we can also laugh at Spurs because they've only got one trophy in 17 years. So we could still banter both clubs. So it's a win-win. But look, Julian Alvarez is, I get why he's a lot of people's number one choices. I think he would do really well in a slot system, and he's had really good numbers this year, really good numbers in a negative Atletico Madrid system. And if you've watched Atleti this season, they've actually been really good going forward. Like there's been times where they've left literally all out attack, no defenders at the bloody back, and that's interesting because Alvarez's numbers are really good for a player that I actually didn't think he could be a goal scoring striker. He's got 17 goals and 3 assists in 36 matches and 7 goals and 1 assist in the Champions League. And they only reached, what was it, the round of the 16? They only reached. Also, people, we have 56 watching inside. Let's see if we can smash them up to 30 already. Man United are screwed, bruv. Yes. Spurs, Arsenal. Bro, I did actually know this. You know, Spurs have actually won more European trophies. I'm not talking Champions Leagues. I'm not talking Champions Leagues. European trophies. That could be like Europa League, Super Cups, and all that. Spurs actually have a bigger history than Arsenal in Europe. That's kind of mad. All we want is composure in front of goal. That is fact. Look, Darwin's going to be leaving, guys. I think that's one thing we can all happily agree. Darwin Nunez is going to be leaving the football club. I don't think there's any real need to stress and panic about this. However, the only chance I see Alvarez potentially coming to Liverpool is if Darwin goes the other way. Maybe Liverpool do something like, look, you take Julian Alvarez. You take Julian Alvarez. No, sorry, you take Darwin Nunez. Cool. And we give you, I don't know, an extra 50 million. Because I think, look, if the asking price tag right now for Darwin's 60 million, let's say Julian Alvarez is, they're probably going to want 120. I think Darwin in return for Alvarez and 50 mil. I think something along those lines. I can't see Liverpool paying more than that because if the stuff about Florian Wirtz is going to be getting closer, I just can't see a world where we get both. I know, right? Crazy. 80 mil and Darwin. Yeah. You know, let's run an early poll. Alvarez or nah? Yes or no? Start poll. I'm intrigued. Who's got more composure? Sesko, Joao Pedro, Delap, and Etitike. If you're who would I say has got more composure? I'll probably say Etitike. If I'm being honest, if I'm ranking them, I'm taking Etitike because of his link up. That's one of the traits I really like of him, and I think with Florian Wirtz, with other players in the squad, he will link up beautifully. And obviously, you just need to sharpen a couple of things, obviously. But Delap, oh god, Joao Pedro. I think Joao Pedro is so underwhelming. Sesko, and no, we don't get Alvarez. He's happy in Spain. I've been saying this red line for some time. I don't see a world where we get Alvarez. I just don't. I would honestly be shocked. There is more of a chance Liverpool getting Florian Wirtz, Kerkez, Frimpong, Etitike, and Adam Wharton through the door than there is getting Julian Alvarez. I just think he's too happy in Spain. I think he is. He's only been there for a year. 1 year. He's only been at the club for a year. You know? And what makes you think he's going to come back to England to Liverpool? He doesn't strike me as that type of player where he'll have the loyalty. but then he might have the loyalty for Manchester City, like to leave Man City, go to Spain for a year. Oh, sod that! I'll come back to England, play for, the title rivals in Liverpool. It just don't really make sense, and I think he's happy there. I think one day he's going to end up playing for like a Barcelona or something. I really, really do. But we're already on 25 likes, 78 people watching. Let's see if we can smash them up to, I would say, 35 likes. I think 35 likes is very doable. Also, people, we're on that road to 1,000. We are now just over 40 away. If you have not subscribed, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. And I'm sure, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful summer for the Reds. When do you think Frimpong will be announced? After the season. I wouldn't be surprised if he's around Anfield. I think he'll be in Liverpool I reckon Jeremy Frimpong is in Liverpool right now. You have to think. I think we'll just wait till the season end, because this whole week is about lifting the title, doing the parade and all that stuff. I think come Tuesday is when you'll see big announcements. And I think that's the same with Florian Wirtz. Alvarez, the one I want all day. I think he will come. Agent Mac 10. Yo, McAllister, man, do your job in it. Florian Wirtz will make a decision within the next 10 days. Yeah, I did see his best mate. Why is Alvarez and McAllister best mates? I thought it'd be McAllister and Ebu. I mean, at the football club, if you've not seen the clips, McAllister and Ebu, they're like besties. Do you know what I mean? But I think, look, the one concrete thing we can all say is Frimpong, Kerkez, Liverpool players. Cool. Florian Wirtz, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But he's looking at Liverpool 100% 1 of 10. I don't see Liverpool backtracking from trying to get a number 10 position, because I don't think you try and plan, get all the data, the financial aspects of everything for Florian Wirtz for over £100 million to then think, now I don't want a number 10 anymore. I want to go and get a striker. Do you know what I mean? I think Liverpool are 100% getting a 10. I think it's definitely Wirtz, Simmons and Cherky, whatever order that is, because Simmons has expressed he wants to leave Leipzig. That's a cheaper alternative, and obviously Cherky's the way cheaper alternative of the bunch. What's your thoughts on Wirtz stuff? You think it's looking good? Do you reckon Wirtz gets done? This is just a personal opinion. This is just an opinion of mine. I think Florian Wirtz will become a Liverpool player. I just think the noise around, if Bayern Munich was so confident, they're going to want to get Florian Wirtz in, right, before the Club World Cup. The Club World Cup starts in about 3 weeks. The window starts in about 8 days. The window literally starts, I think, sometime next week, I believe, for that. And the rumours about him going to Bayern, all it is just, yeah, Bayern are confident. There's nothing about Bayern preparing a bid. There's nothing about Bayern preparing to speak to Florian Wirtz again. Do you know what I mean? I've got a weird feeling Liverpool are going to sign him, and that's just optimistic. What's your thought? Oh, I've already read that. Ibu really wants Macca's World Cup. Yeah. Nunez would cook what in Spain? I think he actually would, to be fair. Yeah, I've already answered that. If true, Bayern have to pay 125 mil and we have to pay 84 plus, and Bayern won't pay 125. No way. Exactly. I've just got a weird feeling it becomes a Liverpool player, guys. If all the rumours around all the journalists at Liverpool are willing to pay the money, it's just down to the player. What's indicating that he can't become a Liverpool player, man? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I've got a weird feeling he's just going to become a Liverpool player. I just think, why would Michael Edwards be travelling to Boston if he didn't think a deal was possible? Like, this is Michael Edwards we're talking about. Alvarez isn't for sale, just like Isak. They're going nowhere. Etitike for me, can't see Wharton either. That's what I think. I think Liverpool will either get Etitike or they'll go and get a winger. I've been saying it for time. I just don't think we're going to sign a proper gunman striker. I think Liverpool are going to go and get a winger because I think Luis Diaz is leaving. I thought talks between Bayern and Wirtz had broken down, but it's not true. Fabrizio Romano confirmed now just that Bayern are pushing hard, so it's up to the player. Was he just confirmed that? Put the quote in the chat, mate. For the love of God, please get us a clinical 9. Jordan, big up yourself, bro. We need to get him. Yeah, man. Me personally, I don't understand why Wirtz would want to stay in Germany because it's such a boring league. Because Bayern just buy all the best players. Like it's even fun to win that point. Yeah, smash the likes. It's free. When Kerkez, here we go. I think Kerkez is going to be a here we go very soon. I really do. And my reasonings because of that is I think the deal's a lot more advanced. I think the deal is a lot more advanced than we think. We have to remember, guys, Liverpool are not going to be announcing transfers and all this stuff until the end of the season. You know, he's still a Bournemouth player. They've still got one more game to go. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit different with a release clause with Jeremy Frimpong. I think when that window opens, I can put a bet with anyone. Liverpool announce Frimpong. Kerkez will be a here we go. And I reckon Liverpool will bid or go and get someone else within that meantime as well. There's gonna be when that window opens, it's gonna fly open. It's like when you're going down to the pub, everyone's banging to get in to the pub, right? You're waiting for the doors to open, everyone's just gonna come flooding in. When that transfer window opens, transfers are gonna start flooding in. I really, really do believe that. If we can get Wirtz and still go for Turkey is a very good one. We need a top 9 we can believe. I just don't think Liverpool are going to sign a number 9. I really don't. People, we have over 108 people watching. I'm sure we can smash that up to 50 likes. We are also 42 people away from 1,000 subscribers. Let's see, potentially we could hit that today. I don't worry about Kerkez deal because the player and the club already have a verbal agreement. Look, the guy's been flirting with Liverpool for some time, mate. Do you know what I mean? But I do want to pull up some other stuff in a minute. Did you know Bayern Leverkusen haven't sold a player for 21 years? They really don't like them. Yeah, exactly. We need to go and get Julian Alvarez, but it won't happen. Liverpool aren't going to sign Alvarez. I'll honestly be shocked. The only way possible if Darwin Nunez goes there, because otherwise Liverpool again going to have to pay 120 million. That Darwin price tag chops it down a lot because of the value that Liverpool want to sell him for. Mac 10 and Alvarez always were best mates on international duties. And when Alvarez was at City. Yeah. But a lot of people are saying yes to Alvarez. 22% have said no to Alvarez. Interesting. 121 people in here. Wow. Mac 10 and Alvarez. Yeah. I think Kerkez and Don Bromance has the deal done. Yeah, I agree. If we could sell Darwin to Saudi and get more money back, straight swap and cash, Alvarez will go for Etitike. Look, if you're asking for me, my opinion, I want Liverpool to go and get Wirtz on a striker. But, again, I mentioned it on stream yesterday on how I think Liverpool are going to set up. I think Wirtz will play in the 9 and Liverpool will go and get a left winger. I think Diaz is going in the summer. It's either two things. Diaz gets a big pay rise and increase in his contract. He's on 55 grand a week. You can call him a bad player, overrated, good player or not. Diaz should be on more than 55 grand a week, guys. Like, let's be real here. And I think he's either going to Saudi or he's going to Barca. Me personally, I'd rather send him to Saudi because we'll get more money. We need to get at least one new centre back. I think it's Hato we get. I think it's Hato from Ajax. I think Ajax, the Ajax centre. I will be honest. I've probably watched 1 or 2 games of Ajax, and they was in the Europa League. I've watched some comps and I've done some research on him, but me personally, I would love us to go for like in Cappy from Bayer Leverkusen. I mean, look, if we're raiding Leverkusen, we might as well just go for the fucking hat-trick, you know what I mean? We wanted him last summer as well. I would also look at Lukeba, but he did sign that contract last year, though. If we get Wirtz, it will all be false 9 and 2 wide players pushed forward. Yeah, I agree. So Bossa is basically Kerkez's agent. That's the Liverpool I want, with the most loyal and humble supporters around. EPO will be ours again. Hato is supposed to have potential, but not convinced. I mean, look, I've not seen much. Again, I've not seen loads on him, so I can't give a full proper thoughts on him. But we do need, again, a centre back, of course. We don't know what's going to happen with Canarso. Do you know what I mean? What about Scavani from Atalanta? Not really seen much of him, if I'm being honest. I haven't really watched Serie A this season. Serie A is the league I watch the least. I watched Premier League, Bundesliga, Premier League, Bundesliga, La Liga, Liga, and Serie A. They're the leagues I watch the most. And I do research on other bits and bobs when I can, when I can find the time. I think Liverpool will keep the big signing for their Adidas kit signing. Well, people, if you want to have a look at the Liverpool kit, I am going to show you what it looks like. It looks like an absolute piece. Well, this was Salah leaked in the kit. Now, this isn't AI. The long sleeves, man. They're bringing back the long Adidas sleeves. This is my favorite Liverpool kit of all time. I had this as a kid growing up. Oh, my days. Long sleeves as well. Let me find it. Oh, look at that. Adidas long sleeve shirts, man. Oh, my. The fact that we're bringing these back is... I think, was it Anfield Agenda who leaked it? I'm not sure if they did or not, but they did put out a tweet, credit to them, regarding the kit. This looks absolutely fucking gorgeous. Do you think you have to look into whether we are able to use the kit before August the 1st? I won't buy too much into that, if I'm being honest. Like, I won't buy too much into all that sort of stuff. Because otherwise, how are we supposed to do pre-season? You have to think pre-season, guys, starts at the mid-July to the end of July. So that's when pre-season is. The kit's not going to be out by then. So what we're doing with our pre-season? I mean, look, I think me personally, I think the players will allow to wear it, but I don't know whether it's going to be on sale till August the 1st. It'll be something like that. I very much, looks like the original Torres Liverpool kit. Oh. As soon as these are on sale, I'm buying all three. They look Adidas kits, yeah, growing up as a Liverpool fan. Beautiful. Don't get me wrong, some of the Nike kits have actually been all right. Like, I actually personally think this one right here is actually not too bad. I know people are going to laugh at it because it's probably related to Minecraft, but I actually think this is probably one of the best Nike kits they released. And then I've got the black one in my wardrobe from this season. I think it's the third kit. They have released some nice kits, but some of them have been terrible. Big up, bro. Big up yourself. I like the black kit. Yeah, black goalkeeper kits. Liverpool set price Diaz for 85 million. The kit brings back memories of Ono and Torres, Alonso, etc. at the club. Yeah. And then when Torres sat Vidic on his ass. Yeah. Make it to one sub, guys. Yeah. I do appreciate people subscribing and liking the video. We are 13.9 away. We're knocking on the door. Let's see. We've got over 100 people in it. Over 100. Let's see if over 100 people watching. I want to see 70 likes. Come on, man. Let's do this. Nunez. Yep. So, people, let me know what you think to this kit. I think this kit is an absolute. Oh, it's just good. Absolutely. Like, how can you not love Adidas kits? Like, how can people not love? Me personally, Adidas as an actual brand, I'm not a fan. Like, I prefer other brands to Adidas. Fabrizio Romano. I've just seen, right, because I know people are going to want to talk about Wirtz again. So we're going to be speaking about Wirtz now, guys, and we've spoken about, Darwin and Alvarez. Fabrizio Romano, Wirtz is now talking with his family and friends, considering the options available to him. So that's basically buying or Liverpool. So we know he's now in that discussion period where what's he going to do? How close is Kerkez? I think Kerkez is done. I think Liverpool are just waiting for the season to be done. That's just my opinion. That's not been confirmed. It's not been confirmed. But I think the deal is done. I think Liverpool are waiting for the end of the season. Is not down to COVID extending the season, dragging out the New Balance kit deal. We've got to wait till August, the night deal to end. So how is our preseason season going to work then? Are we just going to rock up in night kits? So let's say when Frimpong and Kerkez gets announced and I want to get a Kerkez shirt, am I going to have to get them on the night kit? I'm going to have to wait till August the 1st. Hopefully the club will maybe clarify on a couple of things. Is it true Real Madrid are in for Wirtz as they are not renewing Modric? I don't think, guys, I think this is the one time we can actually relax about Real Madrid. Now, I'm going to touch wood here because we know what Real Madrid are like. But I can't see a world where Real Madrid get Florian Wirtz. Not because they can't afford him, because Real Madrid are going down this new route where they want players to get players on a free. Look at the recent players they've got for free. Mbappe, Rudiger, Trent Alexander-Arnold now, David Alaba. And obviously the big one, as I say again, Kylian Mbappe. And obviously Bellingham was on one-off because they wanted that big money signing. I can't see it because where are they going to fit them all in? Where are they going to fit them all in? Yeah, have a quality bench, but they're not going to be able to fit them all in. If we can only buy 2 players in the first 2 windows, hold on. If we can only buy 2 players in the first window, and who we buy first, Kerkez or Wirtz, and we put the other one on to the second window. Oh, I get what you mean because one of them's a Club World Cup. I think it's Kerkez and Frimpong. Surely have a look at. Yeah, I will do. I'll bookmark it. Do you like Liverpool's kit in 1607? Since I've been born, I've had a kit from at least every single season. But no, my favorite kits is the 09 kits. They're beautiful. Also, I did like the 2014 away kit, the white one, and then there was the third one where it was all like purple and black. That was one of the last kits that Gerald was actually in as well. Same for Luis Suarez, wasn't it? Versus give his answer in 10 days. That would be nice with jeans and Jordans on a night out. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're talking about Jordans, I mean, that kit would absolutely bang with them. I do like my Jordans. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a Liverpool top jeans and Jordans, mate. It just works, doesn't it? Alonso wanted Zubimendi, but he's going Arsenal. Yeah. Wirtz isn't coming to Liverpool. He's a German, so it's a no-brainer that for him, Bayern Munich FC is the principle of football. Well, we've seen German players come over to England before, many times. So I wouldn't say it's a complete and utter write-off. And Liverpool have every single chance. If Madrid sell Rodrigo, I expect him to go in for Wirtz, especially with Xabi Alonso as a manager. I really, really hope not. Yeah, yeah, they would have to sell some players. They are saying being Nike. Oh, God. Big up yourself, bro. It's looking like we will have to. What's this? It's looking like we will have to. Yeah, the green and white Nike kit was mint. Yeah, honestly, this is my favorite Liverpool kit of all time. This was a thing of beauty growing up. Look at that. Oh, bring it back as a retro, man. Bring it back as a retro. Or, I do like this kit. I actually thought this kit was so underrated. That kit, these kits were banging. They released a banging like tracksuit for that as well. Where is it? Yes, here it is. Oh my! I don't care what people say. People can say that looks fucking ugly. That, rocking up into like how old would I have been? Like year 2 or year 3, I would have been in, and rocking up to school in that. Oh yeah, you already knew what's happening. You already know what's what. Do you know what I mean? The candy kit's nice. Yeah, candy kits are always banging. If it comes down to money, we will win. Wirtz deal. I actually agree. I like the 21 blue kit. I liked it, but the badge looked a bit wrong on it. Lost count of OV kits. I've had every single kit home and away from the early 90s and onwards. Yeah, once there's announcements, I don't care if they are on PJs. Yeah, man. Yeah, people know that kit, man. These kits deserved a trophy. The fact that we didn't win a trophy that season, these kits deserved trophies. Like, how can you not love black kits? Like another one, 2020 goalkeeper kit. Oh my days. Oh my days. Even that's beautiful. Like, goalkeeper kits are always nice. Like, how can you not like goalkeeper kits? Do you know what I mean? I have the jacket in the black hood. Got my first kit in 1972. My first kit was when I was born. 05 as well. Champions League final year as well. Literally a month later, when I was born, Liverpool came back and won the Champions League against AC Milan. Mad. I recently brought a Gerrard 170203 away kit. Looks mint. The 2012 kits give me memories of Suarez, man. Yeah. The green kit. Are you on about this kit right here? It's like a Minecraft sort of version. Also, I've got one of my other favorite kits. I don't know why there's 2 Liverpool kits here, but one of the other kits I do like was this. This was a thing of beauty. When Mane went and scored, do you remember when Mane scored against Villa away in this kit? Got him on the back as well. Do you remember Mane scored away in that kit? I literally went online, got that kit. Villa away. What was the season when we won the league? That kit. Oh, Mane winner. Me 1969. If I was Florian Wirtz, I would choose to go to Liverpool FC. Come on, Florian, challenge yourself in the Premier League. No, not that kit. Oh no, not that kit. The green. Wait, what colour kit was it? 2021. I don't know why we're looking at kits, but how can you not look at gorgeous Liverpool kits? Wait, which one? I've got that one, and I've got this one. I didn't get this one. It just didn't. The badge just looked a bit. I don't know. And plus because it was blue, I was a bit. But that kit was a beauty. Although that every time I look at that kit, I think about how Liverpool lost 7-2 to Aston Villa. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Right, lads, enough of the fashion parade. Yeah. I miss Roberto Firmino. Yeah, let's get back on it, right? So obviously the stuff around Florian Wirtz is going to get interesting. We all know this. What I really am intrigued for is to see how the deal would actually be done. How is the deal actually going to get done? Do Liverpool go down the installments route? Let me know. How are Liverpool getting this deal done? My opinion of how I think Liverpool are going to sign Florian Wirtz, it will be here's 80 mil plus add-ons. That's what I personally think. Yeah, I did see that. Are we getting Frimpong? Mate, Frimpong's here we go, mate. Like, yeah, Frimpong's here we go. Like, that was done, what was it? When was Frimpong done? Like a week ago? Yeah, it's been like a week since Frimpong's been done, mate. Liverpool are just obviously waiting on the announcement. Yeah, let's get this guy off my screen as well because he's doing my head in. Also, on regarding transfers, I was speaking yesterday. It's going to be interesting what happens with Manavashvili. Fabrizio Romano has come out and said, and this is what Manavashvili had to say. Manavashvili on the future at Liverpool. I'm not considering another loan move. I will spend next season at Liverpool. I'll go to Liverpool and give it my all, just like I did at Valencia. I'll work hard every single day. Training with Alisson will help me. I've seen a lot of people actually don't want Manavashvili at the club. I personally thought, he wasn't going to go out on loan because obviously Keller is going to be going. Liverpool aren't going to go and get another goalkeeper. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, I think we're going to promote another goalkeeper because I think Yaros will be gone in the summer as well. So we'll need a third choice goalkeeper. Edwards is a master of structuring deals at the end of the day. This is all down to Wirtz and whether he wants to come. Let's hope so. He's a top 2 keeper, world-class keeper. Look, I think he's a very good shot stopper. Manavashvili. When I've kept an eye on him this season, in particular, because I want to see what he's like, and obviously the future planning of Alisson. Kelleher didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, but Kelleher wants to leave, mate. So we have to find that next best choice thing. And you have to remember, I think Alisson's going to leave. Unfortunately, I do think Alisson's going to leave in the football club in the next 2-3 years. He either goes to Brazil or goes to Saudi. Because don't forget me wrong, I know Alisson's 32. That's nothing in goalkeepers. You don't really go. I feel like with goalkeepers, it's not really an age thing. Like that's the one position on the pitch when they get into that 31s, 31s, 32s, 33s, you don't really are concerned about their age. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. If we was keeping Keller as a backup, I'd be like, yeah, calm, cool. But he wants to go, and I think he's going to Newcastle. I think Nick Pope will leave there in the summer. Wolves 1972. I was one of those in the chat. Big up. amazing number 1 and 2 goalkeepers. Have Manavashvili will learn under the best. Yeah, he will 100%. The World Cup is next year. Yeah, it's his. He was good for Georgia at the World Cup, but with a better defence in front of him, who knows? No, I meant in a good way. Keller deserves to be number 1. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Kelleher deserves to be number 1. I think he's been at Liverpool far too long in terms of where he should have been playing first team football. Keller should start playing first team football. Do you remember Liverpool won the Cup double in 2022? When he was massively instrumental in his winning the FA Cup and the Carabao, he should have left that season. In terms of him, he's a player's times point of view. Obviously, I'm not going to complain because we kept a really good backup and probably had the best backup goalkeeper in the world. But he should have left at least last season, or even last season when we won the Cup. Hearing Real Madrid sniffing around with Wirtz. Real Madrid can go and sniff somewhere else. Kelleher wants and deserves first team. He does. Low probably are. Keller will be moved on, but very good goalkeeper. I wish they would fuck off. Ain't the club? Yep, we all do, mate. I remember the Champions League in Istanbul 2005. I don't. I was literally just born that year. So, yeah. I wish. However, I've watched the game back many times. Do you know what I mean? The news on Real Madrid wanting Wirtz is false information. It's a screwed source from Spain. Kel sells Rangers. Gerrard. I agree. Real Madrid are very good at tapping plays up, i.e. Trent. The one thing that Real Madrid are very good at is when players are getting down to the last 2 years of their contract, they do like to start thinking, instead of paying, we'll just get you on a free and give you signing on bonuses as well and a big wage. And that's what I think they're going to do to William Saliba. And obviously they've just done that to Trent Alexander-Arnold. So what do you guys think of Hugo Ekitike? I don't fancy Benjamin Sesko to play for Liverpool FC. Look, if you're asking me to pick, I'm picking Hugo Ekitike. Not because I think he's a better striker, not because I think he's a better finisher. I just think stylistically, he will suit really well in a Liverpool system. I think he would work wonders in a Liverpool system. Alonso go Madrid, tough beat. I keep watching the highlights of Liverpool Barca comeback. Those always come up on my screen. Like when I log onto YouTube, like they'll always come up and I always give a cheeky little watch. Corner taken quickly, Connor Bradley. Do you know what I mean? I think they're both good players. I think Hugo has more options to his game. I agree. Forget Manchester United are number 1 rivals is Real Madrid. So Mavrashvili is going to be the backup goalkeeper next year, and obviously, Florian Plettenberg saying that he's still number 1 choice. That was the stuff about Darwin. I thought this was interesting. That for months, the idea Florian Wirtz could have been available for 60. Who thinks that Florian Wirtz would be available for 84 million? If that was the bloody case, I'm sure Brighton would be involved. But after the competition increased, the 126 million is now conceivable. It seems unlikely that Leverkusen will back down to their previous requested price. Yeah, they're going to want 26 million. And I think they're going to get that. I do. They have always been our rival in Europe. Thanks, mate. I agree with you. Yeah, I do. But how many people we've got? Over 100 people watching still. I'm sure we can smash them likes up to 70. And I'm sure we can smash up to 70 subscribers. We are 6 subscribers away, from 970. And we are 8 likes away from 70. So let's get those up, people. We've got over 100 people watching. thanks. Ali will finish at the club. That speech sounds like Palace Horton speech price going up. Sesko is your out and out strong, powerful centre forward. Gets on the end of crosses, like balls behind to run onto. I think he's got good attributes, Sesko, but it's his finishing, man. I've seen it too many times. I want a striker that's going to come in and do his job. Do you know what I mean? What did Fabrizio say this? What about the Florian Wirtz stuff? I pulled it up at the start of the show. If you want to rewind, he basically confirmed that Liverpool are willing to pay the money for him. They have put in the past, but we are not finishing the same waters in terms of transfers. I very much doubt he joins. I'm convinced. I think he's joining, guys. I really, really do. I just think he is, because I think the noise around him now, Liverpool looks like they're growing in confidence that this deal is going to get over the line. I've just got a feeling we're going to get him. I've got a feeling this time we're going to land it. I'm glad he stayed as a fellow Irishman, so he got them extra medals. What, Queven Kelleher? Yeah. I do feel for him because, you know, how old is he now? Kelleher. He's 26. Like, he has I won't say he's wasted, but he has missed a massive part of his footballing career already. Do you know what I mean? But again, he's played instrumental in terms of us winning trophies. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think he would really care too much. His mum says you better go Liverpool or no breakfast. Wait, what? I have no idea what you're on about there, mate. I'm going to be honest. However, a lot of people talk about Rodrigo lately. Now, I saw this, that Real Madrid will demand 67 million, 80 million euros for the transfer of Rodrigo. Now, are people taking Rodrigo? Are we taking Rodrigo? Because if me personally, I think Liverpool are signing a left winger. I think Liverpool are signing a left winger. You know what? I'm intrigued. Would you take Rodrigo? Yes, or someone else? Start poll. So there's two options. You got yes, I would take him, or would you prefer someone else? I would love him, man. I think he would be yes. I know where Leverkusen wants Wirtz to go. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's seen this. I don't know how reliable it was, but apparently Leverkusen fans were turning up at his gaff with like a sign saying, "You know where to go," type thing. Hugo likes ball to his feet, running at defenders, running off him, but he also gets himself into the box and likes to find the space of the cutbacks. More suited to slot system overall play, Armo. I like him. Etitika. I think he's got really good attributes that I like, and you know, running off the defenders, linking up with players. I think he would suit like a glove. Rod going Arsenal or Chelsea. I think he's actually going to end up staying at Real Madrid. Me personally, but there is massive rumours that he wants to leave potentially and be a main man somewhere else. Good player, but not for me. I'll take Rodrigo, but only if we sell Diaz. Yeah, I agree, mate. I go Nico Williams. Really? I see. Well, a lot of people know the Nico Williams. I don't have an agenda. A lot of people think I have an agenda against someone like Nico Williams. I just don't rate the guy. I think for the price, for the wage structure, the overall package of that he's going to cost, just go and get me Anthony Gordon. Just get me Anthony Gordon in it. I would prefer Gordon or Nico Williams. Yeah, Gordon's my most realistic dream left winger. I think Rodrigo too lightweight for the Prem. Really? But then you could say the same about Nico Williams because he's very light on the ball and flimsy on the ball. You know? Check how many likes we're on. 68 likes. We got over 117 people in. 2 likes away from 70. Let's see if we can smash them up ASAP. If you're watching on your TV, your laptop, your phone, your PlayStation, your Xbox, you know what I mean? Hold up. I feel Gordon like 30. I feel about Gordon like you feel about Nico. Yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah, definitely a Spanish winger thing. Okay, I'll take Eze. I would love Eze as well. Actually, would I take Eze? For the price he will cost, probably not actually, because I think you can go and get Ryan Cherky for 20 million. Like people have been in chat saying, Cherky's available for 20 million. I would rather go and get Cherky for the price of a player that's probably going to cost you maybe 60 million. Do you know what I mean? I just think it will be a better value for money. Do you know what I mean? But we're on 73 likes. Decent. Problem with a lot of them, other striker is the goals. They score them in leagues, the non-defending at times. Diaz goes LFC, put his price 85. Eze 70. What? So you'd sell Diaz for 85 mil and get Eze for 75. Sell Lucho and go for Rodrigo, get Wirtz too. Although swap Rodrigo and get me Anthony Gordon. I'm not saying Anthony Gordon's a better player. I just think he'll do really well at Liverpool. And I do think it's a lot more realistic option for Liverpool to do. Taking a heartbeat. I haven't seen much Cherky. Is he that good? From what I've seen, I rate him. Rodrigo cost 85. Yeah, he's gonna cost a bank. He is gonna cost a bank. However, now I don't know if many of you have seen this. According to the build, according to a new report, several Premier League teams have entered the race for Sunderland star, not Jude, Job Bellingham. Now, I've probably watched about one game of him, and that was in the playoffs. And I've heard people say good things about him. But because his last name is Bellingham, Jude Bellingham's brother, Sunderland are going to want to make some money. No thanks. No bloody thanks. But yeah, apparently Darwin did give the green light regarding his move. What's this? Just a few weeks ago, transfer of 100 million was considered fair. The shift. I agree with that last bit. I do. But actually, you know what? I'm glad he's going, Darwin. But then I also feel sorry for him. I actually do. I'm not even joking. I actually do feel for him a little bit. I don't know if that's just me. He's a baller, and I'm off. As I prefers to go central with Sabaz and Mac would be overload centrally in Cherky, better option. Nunez due talks. Yeah. What's the most likely player we're going to end up with in the strike competition when the transfer window closes? Me personally, I think it's going to be again, I don't think we sign a striker. I think we sign a winger. If I'm literally asking for my genuinely, I think we're signing a winger of a striker. Do you know what I mean? Joe done well in the championship, but Prem is a step up. I actually like Darwin. He's still scored important goals. What's your transfer window prediction? What in terms of like who I think will sign and what will happen? Based off reports, based off just everything. Frimpong, Kerkez. I'm sticking my neck on the line, clip it. Florian Wirtz. And I'm not sure, but I think Liverpool's on a left winger. And then I think we maybe bring in someone else, depending on outgoings. Yep. If we don't get a striker, I'm afraid we're going to end up like Arsenal. So if you're saying we don't try a striker, you can end up on like Arsenal. 6 out of 5 in. Yeah, I think that's probably the most realistic. For us to consider a striker, we would need to sell Nunez, obviously, and Jota goes to Saudi too. I think Jota is gone. I think Jota goes to Newcastle. If we also get Jaden Dance to come back as well, he showed he knows where goal is. Adam Morton. I would love Adam Morton, but again, he's going to cost an arm and a leg. You have to think Palace just won the FA Cup. They're going to be in Europe next season, Crystal Palace, by the way. They're going to be in Europe next season with obviously the Europa League. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's one of the reasons why they're going to charge us an arm and a leg. Adam Morton. If we could lose Jota and Nunez, so whole top 4. Why are you so convinced he signs Wirtz? Why am I so convinced? Second people. We'll be back in 1 minute. Right, I'm back. I had to run downstairs and flipping answer the door. Yeah, why am I so convinced Wirtz signs? Because Liverpool have broken many transfer records before. Darwin Nunez, Alisson, Virgil van Dijk. I think Wirtz is a game changer. The noise around him, the fact that Michael Edwards is willing to go to Boston to try and get to sort out the potential transfer fee, etc. I'm just convinced he does. With all the noise around him, I do. Do you think we need a defensive specialist? Yes, I would like one, but I don't think we get one. But obviously, them can go. Thanks for the Darwin service. Was always a risk, and Jordan Japan just never recovered. So we've got around about 140 mil. So you're saying can we get about 140 mil back, spend 230? I think we get 200 million plus. What do you think will happen with Stefan Bastasic? He has had a decent loan. I think he's too. I think he's got the body type and the attributes to potentially work. I think he needs to work on the physical side of his game heavily. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with him because I do like him. And when he bursted into that, was it the 22-23 season? When he bursted into that scene, it was very, very good. But obviously, he then picked up the injury. So the signals are pointing to LFC City dropping out. Don't be in. I think they could be sold. David Lynch says his sources say we aren't in for Frimpong. I'm not going to comment. I know my thoughts. We also got Rio. Yeah, we do have some good youth players, but then our youth players just get battered every week. Like, we was having a discussion about the Liverpool Youth Academy yesterday. To be fair, Liverpool going to be burning it up as we have shed loads to speed in the team. I mean, yeah, you are right, mate. We are one like away from 80. Let's see if we can potentially hit that. And we are also 4 subscribers from 970. Let's see if we can smash them likes up. And the I think else we've been going for an hour, so it's been a good stream so far. So how much should we get in for Darwin? I reckon 60 million for Darwin. I reckon we get 60 million pounds. What is this guy chatting? So Roy Keane is upset about Liverpool not taking the remaining games seriously. Liverpool are irritating me now. They've got fringe players coming in. The rest are in Ibiza. What message does that send? Just show a bit of class. You got Salah taking pictures during the game. How about shut up? How about just shut up, you prick? Honestly. Flip it now. The guy, Roy Keane at times, he can actually say some decent points. But at times, he just chats utter waffle. Utter waffle. And it's just like, bro, like, come on. Like, however, a lot of people have been saying about TK. I just found this Liverpool are one of the clubs that have approached Hugo to TK and his club at transfer. I believe that's a Spanish. Is that a Spanish journalist? But I would take ETK, but I did see he has a price range of 100 million plus. No, about 100 million euros. I apologize. 50 mil for Darwin. Hit the likes. Not getting 60. Close to 15 payments. At least with Saudi, they pay the upfront cash. Darwin is also linked with Atletico Madrid. Yeah, all the young players get battered, but if you don't throw them in, you're never going to find out about them. Look at Arsenal this season with Lewis Skelly and Ethan Enquiries. Roy Keane has nothing. Just talk about United in the mud. Yeah. Half of the pundits took utter shite. Sky Sports pundits. Yeah. I'm not reading that out. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. The worst pundit for me was Jermaine Genius. I thought he was. Oh, God. That Jermaine Genius and Rio Ferdinand on commentary. Yeah, you can tell what I think. In a world, bid for Saliba and Arsenal 80 mil and 50 pence. Genius was like watching cardboard. Let's all laugh at United. Yeah, United are in the mud, guys. Let's not remember, United are also very. Yes, you are correct, mate. United are in the mud. They are severely in the mud. All these pundits say stuff every once in a while. Amarin has to stay to rebuild the team, but we don't want Slot to be experimental. Liverpool looking for big changes, otherwise we are going to chase top 5 next season. So you're saying if... Oh yeah, not Troy Deeney, I've just seen that. No, Ben Foster. Have you seen Ben Foster's YouTube channel? Oh my. We're gonna be fine, mate. Yeah. Jermaine Genius was bang average player and he thinks he's all that. Tottenham. I've actually, funny enough, no bullshit. I've actually met Jermaine Genius. He's actually a lovely bloke, but nah. When it comes to talking to him about football, no. And I remember because he came to my school, and I said to him at the time, this was when Liverpool were competing for the Champions League in 2019. I said, what's your prediction? Who's going to win the Champions League? You know what he said? Do you want to know what he said? Bloody Ajax. And what happened? Oh, wait. Tottenham beat Ajax, and then we beat them. And Man United are going to sign Leeds. Yeah, man, it's peak. That is actually peak because United now, with no European football, 1 game a week gimmick, we got 1 game a week. Yeah, which means he's a good player. Shame you could give up football early. Yeah. Yeah, but there's some good. For me, I like listen to. Is it CBS? Where you got like Jamie Carragher, Micah, Henri. Do you know what I mean? Can you play that clip again from Arsenal? Troy Deeney, Salah's not more class, worst take ever. Although, yeah, Roy Jennings did say Haaland will score no more than, 10 goals? He broke the record. I met John Barnes a few times. He lived up top road. He's a nice guy. KDB over USA. Yeah, play that Arsenal clip. Should we play the Arsenal clip? Oh, go on. We'll play it again.
Second place, 3 years straight. Oh, Lord, trust the process, they all say. Oh, Lord,
absolute banger, guys. Smash them likes for this absolute tune.
Arteta's cult can't see the way. Oh, Lord. The pundits all pointed, said this is their year. City looked tired, Arsenal was near. The stars were aligned, the Gunners were hot, but nobody bet on Arnold's slot. 3 years running, they came close, but trophies, nah, just Twitter posts.
Hey, Tottenham won a trophy, yeah.
Nah, just nearly men. Back in May, they cry again. They said if City drops, then who's next in line?
Arsenal in the bloody mud.
The crown will be fine. But from the mist of the Mersey shore came a Dutchman they couldn't ignore. Ole, 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 ole.
What song? This song's getting Christmas #1. I'm pushing it to get Christmas #1.
While we were building title dreams, they slided in and stole the scene. Ole, ole, ole. Trusted the process, sang all the songs. Thought this time the story would right the wrongs. But while we were counting on City's decline, Salah broke records 1 goal at a time. He scored and he passed week after week. 8 double-doubles, his boots did speak. 30 involvements in just 18 games while we were just clapping post-match flames. They scream, we're back with TikTok clips, but trophy dust on empty lips. Celebrating wins in March while cities lifted in the arch. They said we were ready to carry the load, but Salah went beast mode on cruise control. 1 more to match, 2 to be great. Pass cheer up Cole, now set the slate. Yeah. Ole, 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 ole. All roads were open, the moment was set. Ole, 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 ole. But we fumbled the crown and we got regret. Next up, turn to next time fast. Salah danced and broke the past. Ole, 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 ole. We're second place, and that's our cast. That Cole Michael's wild, no doubt. They'd clap him if they got knocked out. Say he's Pep with hairline tight, but Pep wins trophies day and night. PR merchants spin that wheel. You don't get it, it's the feel.
This song needs to get Christmas #1.
They built a statue of Mane. Not even Pep this time to blame. It's Salah who changed the game. We danced with hope, his silver dreams that woke up chasing Merseyside stream. Ole, 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 ole. Second place, 3 years straight.
This, oh my days.
Title charge turned second rate. Oh, lowly. Parade for vibes, but not for plates. Oh, lowly. Arteta stands, hallucinate. Oh, lowly. Hold that head. Hold that, hold that.
This bit gets me every time. Again, I feel sorry for Troops, man. Just gets clipped, doesn't it? Big up Troops. And then John Stones scores.
Come on, Arsenal! Come on! Oh my days!
Oh no! Oh my days!
No!
Oh my god!
Next season, FC. Bottle Jobs FC. Oh, we know they should have had a bit more at the end and put We need more money, FC. Yeah, it does hit. You know, it's more since Spurs won a trophy last night. Yeah, didn't know Slot could dance. Spurs only got another 17 years. Yeah. Remember when Rice scored those free kicks? They celebrate like they won the champs. Well, no, did Arsenal fans get saw some on Twitter like, when it happened? Then they started getting like what's it? Like the champions on the back, like 25. I think one nice first sees the trophy celebrations and the trophy parade. He'll make his mind up. I hope so, innit? Wenger's sitting there saying I could finish second, though. Doesn't Ali play the guitar IRL? He does actually, doesn't he? Yo, this song, I'm expecting it to see Christmas #1. None of this sausage roll shit or flipping Justin Bieber and all that. Now I want to see this song get Christmas #1. Bottle Jobs next season FC. Poor old Ken never gets bought. Yeah, it is honestly it actually is a banger. No, it is actually genuinely an outright banger, in it. I mean, this is what where did I see? But yeah, I saw that Mikel Arteta was getting rattled by Tottenham winning a trophy. However, Leverkusen news by Leverkusen made progress in talks with Ten Hag. The old Wirtz man, jump ship. That's your chance now. Jump ship. None of this. Yeah, they're preparing the trophy thing that's been leaked at Anfield. I may have preferred view from the main stand. Oh, look at it, man. It's going to be so good. As well, the parade as well. Oh, I genuinely can't wait. Genuinely cannot wait. We have waited so long. According to Sport, Liverpool have made an astronomical offer for Florian Wirtz. He's got a trophy medal in his hand. If you want some, come to us. 84 likes. I'm sure we can get them up to 90 quick. And we need 2 subscribers for 970. So let's try and get those guys. From Plattsburgh, a departure of Javier is possible. There are many interest inquiries and talks ongoing. Choice of 240 players. Yeah. Can't wait to see Virgil lift that trophy. I watched the trophy having parade engraved on it. Looks good. Yeah, I did see that. Let me actually pull that clip up. Yeah, this is what a lot of people have been saying, that Liverpool and Arsenal reportedly scheduled talks next week over a potential deal. Nah, I just don't see it. I really don't. I know a lot of people want him, but I just don't see a world where we get him, guys. I'm gonna be honest. As much as I would love it, I just don't, unfortunately. I wonder how Trent feels about all the links to Real Madrid actually wanting to pay for players they only want him on a free. TTA going to be lifting the trophy. How is that going down? I think how it's gonna work is there won't be any booze. because everyone's going to be enjoying the moment. There won't be no booze at the parade. I'll be shocked if there was booze at the parade or on come Sunday. Just genuinely due to the fact that I think everyone's going to want to be enjoying this moment. We've waited so long. I've never seen Liverpool parade a league title. I've never seen Liverpool lift a league title in my lifetime in terms of without COVID ruining it. So I'm hoping people won't, top player, but not another 110 mil. Football is dreaming. I hope we get that. If he throws his shirt in the crowd, will it be thrown back? Our fans won't spoil it. Our own day over Trent. Exactly. I think that's why I think Trent will be okay. Will Trent come on? I reckon he will. I'm intrigued to see what his goodbye will be. Will Trent get a photo? Do you remember how like Origi, Firmino, and all that in recent years have all had like a big plaque? It says like how many appearances, photos of like was winning trophies, stuff, just stuff like that. And then normally we give him a guard of honor, say goodbye. Will Trent Alexander-Arnold get that? I don't think he will. I genuinely think what it will be is Liverpool will play the game. Whatever the scoreline is, cool. We go and lift the trophy, celebrate all around the pitch. All the players go around lifting it, go around to all four stands. Yeah, Trent will have a little picture as well, but and then I think once all the celebrations are done, I think that's when everyone will go back down the tunnel, and then they'll do all the pictures in the dressing room and all that stuff. I don't think Trent's getting anything. I'll be shocked. I really do, because I think the club know he will get booed. You'll go from having a really good time in terms of lifting the trophy to then people, you know what I mean? I just don't. Trent's made his bed. He can lie in it now. Let's give him a send off. He's won it all. Being a good servant, just fucked it at the end. Now he's gone about it. Any truth in Nunez going to Atleti? I mean, the rumors are saying that they really have a strong interest in him. New song for TA. Give Inhaler back. You're not coming back. He's on his way. LFC will always stay. Not the inhalers, mate. Not the inhalers. But Rodrigo convinced. See, this is what I mean. Like 1 minute, he wants. I think he actually wants to stay, but it's whether Xabi Alonso will want him. Yeah, Modric set to leave. Isn't he? Is it Modric? That's not like an owner in Swansea. Liverpool have looked at 20-year-old Fafana as a potential option. The players given himself 10 days to consider his option. Oh man, I pray because I don't think we can go through this again. Yeah, Modric is. Yeah, I think I'm really excited, guys. I really am when it comes to outgoings and incomings. And I've actually made. This is the team I made. Now, for people that have not seen it, I made it on stream yesterday in terms of what I think the Liverpool team will be. So I said in goal, I said it'll be Frimpong, Kerkez, Virgil, Konate, Alexis, Grav, Szoboszlai, Salah, Wirtz, And then the left wing, I said Cody Gakpo. That team wins the league again. I think the reason why I think Wirtz will play as a false nine, so he can still keep Szoboszlai in that midfield with the running power. He can cover that acres of space. You know, when Frimpong overlaps Salah and Salah staying here and Frimpong overlaps, and like you've been seeing Conor Bradley doing in recent times. So Szoboszlai has the energy and the pace and power to be able to cover this side alongside with Kanate. And then I think Gravenberg is going to sit somewhere around like here, and sort of splitting the two centre backs. And then Maka would do his job. And obviously Gakpo, and Wirtz, and Salah's the front three. Kerkez, I think. Frimpong will obviously be the guy that will just be bombing. And then Kerkez, I think he's going to play like the Luna Men's role, where he'll go forward, but he's not going to go to the absolute bar line like Frimpong will. Do you know what I mean? That's the team I think will be the Liverpool team next season. Modric to United, Bruno to Madrid, bro. So give me your bench, not your first team. My bench. So you're gonna have. It's hard to predict the bench. I actually think because I think a lot of people are going to be sold. It's really hard to predict the bench. You know, because Harvey's going to be gone, Chiesa's going to be gone. I think another one of our forwards will be gone. You know, could a Gomez leave? Could a Kwanzaa potentially leave? If that offer comes in, Simicast is obviously going to be gone. So I think the bench is hard to predict. I think the only one we can actually confirm that will be on the bloody bench is Manavashvili. I'd be surprised if Trent gets on after the reaction from the last time game. I think he will, you know. I do. Nunez looks like a possibility at Atletico. I like. He's shown he doesn't really work as a part of a two-striker system. They are surely paving the way for Alvarez to leave. Johnny's coming on the. Oh my. Saying worst case scenario, we don't get Wirtz. Who do you have in place? Check. If Wirtz don't sign, I don't really know. Because I'm convinced that he's going to play as a false nine. Will Cherky play as a false nine? Probably not. Will Simmons play as a false nine? Probably not. So, I think it's hard. Like, I feel like Cherky or Simmons will be one of the two if it's not Wirtz. But in terms of how systematic, how we would line up with them, I'm not sure. But Wirtz, I think, would be in the 9. Dom needs to increase his goal contributions if he wants to be a 10, pushing Wirtz to a false 9 instead of Wirtz 10 into striker. C hard bench, we know keeper Jones and Robbo. Endo stays, maybe Chiesa. I think Chiesa's gone. I think Chiesa goes to Napoli. I will be shocked if Chiesa is still at the football club, mainly due to the factors I just don't think Arne Slot fancies him. I don't think he sees him in his plans. I think it was a club signing. I think the reason why we signed Federico Chiesa was due to a couple of factors. One, that Liverpool thought, look, we've always been a fan of Chiesa, and Liverpool thought, look, we can get him for 10 mil. If it works out, absolutely wonders. If it doesn't, we make our money back. It's a win-win from the club. I don't think it was an honest slot signing, because otherwise we would see Chiesa play more, because people can't really use the injury problems with Federico, because from, I would say, January, he's been quite fit. He's been on the bench a lot. There's been a couple of times where he hasn't, but a lot of the times he's been on the bench. I agree. Good team. I think Gravenberch drops into a back 3. Max Sob, Frimpong, Kerkez push into a 4. Salah, Gakpo, narrow with Wirtz into the false 9. Yeah, that's how I see it. I genuinely do. Like, Frimpong will bomb forward. And then Kerkez he'll do like the Robertson role. That's what I think. And then Verge, obviously Kanate, Gravenberch will split the back four. We've seen that a couple of times this season. Do you remember when Robertson got sent off against Fulham? Gravenberch was he was playing like a centre back. He was basically playing like a centre back. I'm not saying Gravenberch's playing centre back. I think he's just going to be very deep here, splitting them when we're defending, and obviously going forward, he'll go up on the half term and then release the ball. I want to see Gravenberch's passing really improve this up and coming season because I actually think he has a potential really good pass on him. I just think he needs to improve a lot of the decision making in terms of when he passes the ball. McAllister will obviously do his job. I think Gakpo will be on that. So like pretend Gakpo's like here. Gakpo will, because I haven't got a pitch. Gakpo will be like here. Do you know where he is? And then if Salah gets the ball, he'll make the run into the box like he always does, or he can pick the ball, take a couple of touches, and shoot like he normally does. I think Gakpo will be the starting left winger if Diaz stays. And then obviously Salah will do his thing. And obviously Wirtz in that 9. Do you remember when Harvey Elliott was making those runs? I think those are the runs that Wirtz is going to make, storming into the box, causing damage, releasing the ball on the edge of the box. That's where his best attributes are going to be held, in my opinion. If Chiesa goes, Doak on bench. I think Ben Doak is gone. Konate contract situation might affect 6. #6 position or centre back. What do you mean? It's going to affect. If DM is going to drop back into a back 3, most of the time wouldn't be more defensive, be better. Yeah, he would. Gravenberch has deployed as a centre back a few times. He has. And I find that really intriguing because it stops the overload of us, conceding chances while still being good going forward. Anyone know if LFC froze tickets for 2 years? Was that this season? I forgot. What, in the season tickets? For me, Bradley starts. Fabrizio very smoke. It's Davis. Centre backs on the books. What, Ben Davis? No, I think he's off the books. Yeah. You know who's had a very good season? Who, to be fair, I actually wish we kept. I'm not saying we wish we kept him. But he's had a very good season at Brentford. Sepp van der Berg. Sepp van der Berg has had a very good season, and we sold him. How much did we sell him for? Because he's had a very good season in the partnership at Brentford. But I think we sign Hato. I think we sign Hato. Because right now, they're the only centre-backs we're kind of really linked with. And because our big chunk of our cash, Van der Berg around 8 mil. But we sold him for 8 mil. Yeah, we got about 20 mil, 25 mil, yeah. I want a centre-back, of course. But if you said to me, Liverpool are signing Kerkez and Frimpong alongside with Wirtz and a potential winger, I'll be okay and tempt with the centre-back situation as long as we keep Gomez and Kwanzaa. I think Kwanzaa's... I'm really intrigued because there's been times this season where Kwanzaa's frustrated me, and he's really frustrated Arna. Remember the first game of the season when Kwanzaa started at Ipswich and he got hooked at half time. Maybe a bit less, but Brentford have been good. Torres going to be new Atletico manager reports. What? Atletico Madrid? I know he does stuff around Atletico. Really, I don't see Simeone leaving. Because where does he go? Do you know what I mean? 63 watching people, 92 likes, 8 more for 100. And we are now 30 subscribers from the 1K. Anything else? Let me have a quick check. So yeah, Liverpool have just tweeted, confirmed who will present the Premier League trophy to Virgil van Dijk. Oh, yes. Oh my god. I would love Kenny to do it. Kenny does the medals, puts the medals on people. He then hands it over to Virg. Oh, that is what we want. But that is my team. And I actually think that is quite realistic, to be honest. I think some people can understand if you want Conor Bradley as the more overall sounded fullback. I'm intrigued because I think sometimes a lot of people, I think when we're playing a more defensive team, you probably play Frimpong. If you're playing a team that's very good attacking, like a Real Madrid or a Manchester City, you probably play Conor Bradley. And it just adds more to Slot's game. And I actually think it adds more to Salah's game because it enables him to save on his energy. When Frimpong's going forward, he offers that pace and power. So Salah's not having to trap back. Do you know what I mean? You going to do a live in... I am going to do a live... I don't know if I'm going to do a live, but I'm going to do a vlog. I'm going to do a vlog, though, for sure. They should make Arteta present the trophy for Pants. Could you show the new VVD memorial on the house finished? Why has it been? Is it completed? Why has it been completed? I know Red Men, they tweeted it. So this is what they posted. That is a thing of beauty, isn't it? Oh, do you mean... Oh, do you mean in the vlog? Yes, I will. I will be going up to it in the vlog and seeing what it looks like in person because I reckon in person it's going to look absolute boss. You have to think, I don't know if it's nearly done now, but this was yesterday. They've still got to do all the gold bits here, the gold bits there. It's going to look so sick, especially with like this like background here. I would love a quote like there or like a quote sort of going down saying like it was always Liverpool or something like that he said in his interview. But name me a football club that does better memorials than this because this is the guy that's done it. Let me drop him a follow. Yes. It looks absolutely boss. I thought that was Jurgen Klopp then. I'll tell you what, I'm intrigued. Will Jurgen Klopp be at the trophy lift or the parade? That's gonna be interesting, you know. Is Jurgen gonna be there? Because I believe the club wasn't he meant to be there for the final of the Carabao, but he didn't go. But this memorial looks sick. Absolute sick. Oh, yeah. My favourite is the Robbie Fowler one. Let me I took a because when I went to Anfield a couple of weeks ago, I think I took a photo of it. Yeah. We found it. But yeah, man. Oh, those scenes again. And then obviously this was when it was outside Anfield. Like it was beautiful. Oh man, I can't wait to see us lift that fucking trophy. I want to. I need to find. However, how long is this going to be up for? How long is that going to be up for? That's going to be it's going to be interesting. How long that's going to be up for? I can see a world where we change it. Like who would I change it to? I would honestly have it as if I was changing the Trent one. What player would I pick? You look at Diaz. I'll tell you what, Diaz needs a new one because I don't know if I've been to Liverpool or seen the memorials. Diaz needs a new one. The whole paint and everything's just completely fallen off. I would love. What player would I like? I wouldn't mind a McAllister one, you know. A McAllister one would be boss. Robertson. You know, there's a couple of players that we have a choice of. You know, if we actually are, you know, if Trent's one's coming down. I see something about Frimpong going asked to be involved in the parade. Don't know how true it is. Going cost fortune, new display cabinet, new letter outside. Oh. Change the one to slots. I think Slot will get one very soon. But that Virgil one, man, that's the best one. I need to find it on my phone, but I can go on. This is my favorite one. This is my personal favorite. This is a thing of beauty, man. The Robbie Fowler one is my personal favorite. I do like the Jurgen Klopp one. The Salah one's very good. The Salah one is very, very good. But the Robbie Fowler's one's my personal favorite. I just like the overall design. You got 3 types of images. Like, look at the design on that, man. What a talent. What a talent to be able to make stuff like that. Salah gets a pub cord on the king and the crown. I like the Klopp one. Yeah, the Klopp one is boss. The Luis Diaz one is good, but it needs some work. Like this is the Luis Diaz one, right? But when I went past it a few weeks back, this was all coming off. The whole bottom bit, like all the paint was coming off. Oh yeah, the Gerald one's boss. That's what it overall looks like, but that majority of it was all coming off, like the paint. So it needs some like new one. Maybe we could do like a brand new one for him and put like he's from Baracas and he plays for Liverpool as a quote. That would be boss. Wouldn't mind seeing that. But no, the Robbie Fowler, man, like, unbelievable. I also like the Henderson one's decent. Like this. The Salah one's boss as well. Same with Firmino. Yeah, that's the Jurgen one. You can actually just see that right from Anfield. That's nice. The Gerald one is nice as well, but for me, the Robbie Fowler one is my personal favorite. Is my personal favorite. Allison's is nice. But I wouldn't mind seeing like an Andy Robertson one. Wait, what's this? I'm just a normal lad from Japan whose dreams just come true. I won't be surprised, if we actually do like a little one for Endo, for Bance. Why not? But that's the best one. The Robbie Fowler one is currently the best one in my opinion. But that Virgil one looks sick. I like the Bobby Warren's fave. Yeah, they should have done a payment one with hands and prints. Be like cool Hollywood. Yeah, Robert deserves one, man. He's been at the club for nearly like 10 years. He's been at the club for like nearly 10 years. He joined us in 2016? Do you want to know who I'm surprised that doesn't actually have one? I think Mane needs a better one. I do. I think Mane could do with a better one. Like even Darwin's got like a little one. Do you know what I mean? Robert gets 25% of the shop. Robert gets shop of discount. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, Robbie Fowler's boss, man. Like, I wish I saw Prime Fowler. Obviously, like, I was too young. But, like, when I watch back clips of, like, Liverpool players, Robbie Fowler, man. And that's one of the reasons why I like his Memorial as well. It is a good one, if I'm being honest. But I'll tell you what, it's been a really good stream. We've only done 2 hours again. With 5 likes. 5 from 100. Let's see if we can smash them likes up, people. Let's do a thing. However, we're comfortably on that road to 1,000 now. Who's actually live that we can redirect to? How do I redirect? Mane Massive one should have had one. Mane's got one, but it's very tiny. It's like next to Darwin's. Robbie Fowler learned to do the lines. Yeah. How can you not love Robbie Fowler, man? Like, how can you not? Oh, for God's sake, Wolf. But people, next stream, I am going to be doing a thing where I'm going to be making some of you guys moderators because I do need some more mods on the channel. So if you feel like you're going to be a decent mod, I'll put your name down. So I know you feel like a regular. Do you know what I mean? Like regular. Do you know what I mean? They didn't call him God for nothing. Big up, bro. Keep putting me. Oh, glad to help. Yeah, I'll because on my channel I can see like who subscribed. So like later on tonight, I'll look through people's names, and if I recognize people's names, I'll turn them in a mod for the next stream. However, I think we should maybe end off the stream with one more of that Arsenal clip. Why not? It will be a laugh. It will be a laugh if I can find it again. Look, we all like the clip. It's a funny, we take the piss out of Arsenal. People smash them likes. 5 away. And we're closing in now. Under 30 to go. to the 1,000, the first 1,000 subs on the channel. So let's end off the stream by playing this lovely clip.
Second place, 3 years straight. Oh, Lord.
While I also try and figure out this one thing.
Oh, Lord. Gold dreams turn to silver trade. Oh, Lord. Arteta's cult can't see the way. Oh, Lord. The pundits all pointed, said this is their year. City looked tired, Arsenal was near. The stars were aligned, the Gunners were hot, but nobody bet on Arnold's slot. 3 years running, they came close, but trophies, nah, just Twitter post. Champions, nah, just nearly men. Back in May, they cry again. They said if City drops, then who's next in line? It's Arsenal's moment, the crown will be fine. But from the mist of the Mersey shore came a Dutchman they couldn't ignore. Ole, 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 ole. We finished second, just not to Pep Brigade. Ole, 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 ole. It's Liverpool who crashed the parade. While we were building title dreams, they slided in and stole the scene. Ole, 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 ole. Trusted the process, sang all the songs. Thought this time the story would right the wrongs. But while we were counting on City's decline, Salah broke records 1 goal at a time. He scored and he passed week after week. 8 double-doubles, his boots did speak. 30 involvements in just 18 games, while we were just clapping post-match flames. They scream, we're back, with TikTok clips, the trophy dust on empty lips. Celebrating wins in March while cities lifted in the arch. They said we were ready, we carried the load, but Salah went beast mode on cruise control. 1 more to match, 2 to be great. Pass Shearer Cole, now set the slate. Yeah! Ole, 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 ole. All roads were open, the moment was set. Ole, 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 ole. But we fumbled the crown and we got regrets. Next up, turn to next time. Faster Salah danced and broke the past. Ole, 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 ole. We're second place, and that's our cast. That cult Michael's wild, no doubt. They'd clap him if they got knocked out. Say he's Pep with hairline tight, but Pep wins trophies day and night. PR merchants spin that wheel. You don't get it, it's the feel. But feelings don't lift silverware. They built a statue.
Oh my god.
Not even Pep this time to blame. It's Salah who changed the game. We danced with hope, his silver dreams that woke up chasing Merseyside scream. Ole, 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 ole. Second place, 3 years straight. Ole, ole. Title charge turned second rate. Ole, ole. Parade for vibes, but not for plates. Ole, ole. Arteta stands, hallucinate. Ole, ole. Hold that head. Hold that, hold it. Hold that, hold that. Ole, ole. Stay humble at ole, ole.
Hey, yo, time with it. Yo,
Oh god.
yo, time with it. Yo, time with it. Pussy them. Come on. This is their last fucking chance. Come on, Arsenal. Come on. Keep him out the fuck. Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if Liverpool do that. One quick. I don't know if Liverpool do it. But do you know how you have like all these like little custom designs on like I've seen it on many shirts before. I've seen it on like Tottenham shirts, other shirts. They have like these little custom designs around like the actual kit. I won't mind trying to get one of those for Liverpool.
Oh, my days.
'Cause actually,
Oh no. Oh my days.
No.
Oh my god.
next season FC, Bottle Jobs FC. Yeah, credit to this guy. Go and follow on Twitter, man. What a clip. What a clip. LFC chat is coming home top table. Yeah, bro, I will be sorting that, don't worry. Big meet you, every one of you know Auckland run on the party. Slot going to be playing heavy metal next year. John Frimpong Bomber, apparently. Is there a Frimpong Bomber? There is a Frimpong Bomber. Oh, Lord. Okay, we have a Frimpong Bomber, guys. Frimpong Bomber Joyce. So yeah, Paul Joyce now confirms that Frimpong to Liverpool is done. First signing of the summer. Why has he actually confirmed this on his actual Twitter? Oh, I suppose he'll confirm in a second, but it is done. Frimpong is a Liverpool player. Now, I fully expect him to probably be at Anfield, to be honest. Potentially. He'll probably be like in the stands. He's not going to be like lifting the trophy up, guys. He's not going to be on the bus parade. I think he could be at Anfield. And they'll pan the camera to him saying, like, oh, Liverpool signed Frimpong, blah, 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 type thing. I think he's on the bus. Nah, Frimpong won't be on the bus, mate. Although, no. But yeah, Frimpong is a Liverpool player. Also, David Ornstein, Liverpool and Kerkez are priority. He's also their target, but they will have other options. Frimpong is he's going to be a Liverpool player. Very confident that he is going to be a Liverpool player. So yeah, Frimpong is done. He is a Liverpool player. However, Luka Modric has basically bidded his farewell to Real Madrid, dear Real Madrid fans. After the Club World Cup, I'm no longer going to wear this shirt on the field. But yeah, no one cares about Modric, mate. Good player, but nah. Is the deal on for Wirtz or just be rumours? I mean, it's looking on. He's in the table tennis team LFC. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Frimpong is done. Look, it's been done for about a week since we had the Here We Go. But Paul Joyce has now confirmed it. I suspect that Liverpool might tweet out saying, look, we can announce that we've signed Frimpong from Leverkusen of a release clause of 30 million. 35 million. That's what I think Liverpool will tweet. In my opinion, I don't think they will do the media stuff until after the season, because this whole week will be about lifting the trophy. Done dusted for Frimpong. Yeah, Frimpong is a Liverpool player, and we are good about that. Let me see if there's any news. Also, subscribe to the channel. They will do something on the timing of the trophy coming up. Yeah. They'll probably just put out a little tweet. That'll be it. And then they'll announce it properly. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, big up yourself, bro. But yeah, solid 2 hours. People with 3 likes away. Let's see if we can close on that. Also, I've just seen regarding Frimpong. So this is what Paul Joyce had to say. Jeremy Frimpong has passed his medical and is set to complete his 30 million move from Bayer Leverkusen when the transfer window opens. Yeah, so his medical's done. So again, I think Liverpool will announce a tweet, something like that, probably in the next week. Maybe just an announcement saying, yeah, it's done. But in terms of an actual public announcement and media and all that stuff, it'll be when the transfer window opens. When the transfer window opens in June. So how many days does it until it opens? Actually, how many days till June 1st? 10 days. So yeah, in the next week and a bit. So end of next week is when we're going to see the stuff, about Frimpong, gone quiet about Kerkez. I think I won't worry too much about it, if I'm being honest. If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe and share. Big up, man. I thought I was subscribed, but I wasn't. Maybe you should top me off. I don't know, but I've subbed again. Big up yourself, man. I do honestly appreciate it. Another ex-Chelsea player, Salah, now for him. Didn't he come from Man City Academy? Frimpong, but yeah. We might be back later, depending on if any more news breaks regarding this stuff. But if not, we'll be back tomorrow talking. I'm sure there'll be more news tomorrow about Florian Wirtz as the days come down to his made his decision. But yeah, solid 2 hours today. Just subscribe, bro. I hope you're having a good weekend, bro. I'm gonna have a good weekend, man. I'm gonna get drunk and watch Liverpool parade that gorgeous Premier League. You know what I mean? We've hit 100 likes. 100 likes on the stream. Big up to every single person that has watched. Big up to every single person that has subscribed to the channel. Let's actually have a live look on how many subscribers are on. Let's have a look. $975 subscribers, 25 away. I know we've hit 100 likes. Thank you very much. This channel's blown up in the past week. As Bad City should have gone KDB, some flops. I like all Liverpool content. Big up yourself, mate. Big up your damn self, bonkers. Yeah. But people, have a good rest of your day, whatever you're doing. A good rest of your week. Enjoy it. These moments don't come around often when Liverpool are parading the titles and lifting titles, you know what I mean? Certainly in my lifetime anyway, but so I'm going to enjoy it. We're going to have a vlog going up. And yeah, if any news breaks, we will be going live tomorrow. I mean, later. But if not, we'll be back live tomorrow, 1:30 every single day. I'm going to try and do a live stream every single day for about 2 hours, 1:30, throughout the whole transfer window, talking Liverpool transfers. Yeah, I did see that, mate. I did see that for people that didn't know. Yeah, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Anyone wants to be a mod, I'm going to be sorting that out on the next stream. But until then, take care of all yourselves. And we'll be back soon talking the Reds. Up the Reds 20 times. Man United, they're in the mud, and Manchester's full of shit. Take care. Goodbye.